Had a brother that I barely knew. We kind of got separated by the age of 2. Same mother, different dad, so we couldn't fake it. At school, they called you gay, say you ain't a man. A simple thought that haunts me now, even today. All I see is failure in my eyes. If you're listening and remember, I apologise. I wanted to be accepted so bad I was willing to die. Even tried to tell my friends, but they couldn't see or even realise. Years of low self-esteem and insecurities. I'm telling you now, this is my diary. There are 2 weeks and 2 days until the White Chalk Diaries hits the Contact Theatre for the first time in 2012, so it's a brand new piece coming to Contact. And I just thought I'd do another little blog to let you know what's been going on now that kind of the piece is finished. For those of you that know me really well, you know that I'm a big music fan, whether it be pop, jazz, hip-hop, a bit of rock, classical. I kind of like all types of music. And this piece, because it's so personal to me, I wanted it to kind of reflect my music tastes. So I thought that in terms of this piece, when I decided to write it or kind of direct it, that I would strip all my music back and I wouldn't necessarily use loads of music by different artists, which is what I've done before, so I thought I'd try something new. So I thought I'd write loads of poems and things and have excerpts from my diary and actually record it so that then my voice becomes not a narrative but also the music for the piece. So there are bits and bobs of music and other artists that are in the piece, but mainly it's me telling my story in a kind of musical way. So what I mean by that is me talking, but I'm kind of dancing to my words or my story. So it has been quite an emotional journey, as I've said before, because it is quite a personal story. And lots of people ask me whether, I've kind of got upset. Yeah, there have been times when I have been quite upset because there've been, major changes, I would say, in my life over the last year. And especially one thing which was kind of the breakdown of my relationship, which I kind of touch on in the piece, which was quite upsetting and quite groundbreaking because, we were together for such a long time, for over 5 years, and we lived together and I felt like we shared everything, and for a number of different reasons it didn't work out, and I think it really inspired the piece, and which is why I kind of had a strange relationship with lots of people, really, with religion in one sense, and in another sense with the church, and kind of with my family as well. So the last year, I suppose I've just spent kind of reflecting on what actually my life is and who I am as Peter Grist. I think during this process, though, I've really learned a lot about myself, and I've learned more about my heritage and what it is to be a black man in England or in Manchester. Because before I definitely saw myself as I know it sounds really silly, but as a white person, because I'd come from a white family, I knew nothing of my black heritage. I didn't necessarily listen to black music, or didn't really know how to look after myself, how to look after my hair, whether I should kind of look after my skin in a different way. So, I didn't really have a clue about any of this. But I think definitely over the last year I've really questioned that and thought, maybe I should be doing this, that and the other, and looking at black history and being interested in it, because at the end of the day it is my heritage. So I think the piece has been really good for me in terms of that as well. I know for me though as well, I think as a teenager I really definitely struggled with my identity, and I didn't really fit in at school and I was bullied quite a lot. So I think that as well was really inspired by this piece. But I always say to my students now that, you know, these experiences make you stronger, and hopefully you shape your character, and then you become, you know, a person that's full of wisdom, that you can maybe pass this information on to other people and hopefully help them, which makes it kind of a better world, hopefully. And that's ultimately what I want to be doing, is helping people at the end of the day. I think I'm at a really exciting stage as well. I mean, not only am I performing at Manchester, but I've got quite a few other opportunities coming up. So I'm actually going back to my old college in Leicestershire and performing again. And then there might be a performance in Liverpool. And also I'm going to the States in April, for those of you that didn't know. And I'm going to perform the White Chalk Diaries at a university in New Jersey, which is part of kind of a gay festival, and I'm also performing the piece at a church in New Jersey as well, which is run by a pastor called Kevin Edward Taylor, who's an amazing man, and he's really inspired me actually. I've spoke to him over the kind of past year, and he's a gay pastor that runs his own church. And I just spoke to him and interviewed him over the past 6 months, and just kind of grilled him with loads of different questions about what he thinks it's like to be a Christian and be gay, and kind of the boundaries of that, and also being black and how he's been brought up. So I really kind of grilled him with loads of personal questions, and he's really helped me along the way in terms of nurturing the piece, and kind of he answered some really amazing questions that I've kind of used in my piece, and hopefully he'll be able to see that. But I'm actually going to his church in April, and I'm going over for just over a week, and I think it'll be really exciting to go to kind of a really lively church, lively black church from what I can see, and just feel as if I'm part of a community, and hopefully that'll be another experience for me, and I'll feel like another part of the jigsaw of myself has been completed almost. Yes, so there'll be a few surprises in the show as well, and I think something for everyone. So it won't just be pure contemporary, but there are other things and elements of other dances that are in there that I think will surprise people. So make sure you come along. So yeah, for those of you that have booked your tickets already to the White Chalk Diaries on the 9th of February, well done. For those of you that haven't, there's still time to book it, so please book your tickets, and to avoid disappointment as well. So you can book them through the box office on 0161 274 0600, and that'll take you straight through to the Contacts box office. Or you can book them through my new website, which is www.petergrist.co.uk, and on the right hand side there's a little sign that says book tickets, and you just press on that and it'll take you to a page where you can kind of book tickets. And like I said before, you know, it's a really personal piece, it's from the heart, and I hope that it'll inspire everyone, and I just hope to see you there really. So yeah, make sure you book your tickets. I'm sure you've seen loads of these around Manchester because they've been taken everywhere, and a few posters as well. So if not, it's here now so you can see it. Hope to see you there.